Hoje vamos jogar a história dela. De quem? Sei. Ok, então tem uma interface de coisa velha. O primeiro termo é murder. Relógio. É 16:06, porque é às 4 horas da tarde. Ah não, isso aqui é a data. Ok, pensei que isso aqui era a hora. Mas no segundo tava atualizando. E eu não li o relógio. Tá, são 7 horas da noite, dia. Não, na verdade isso aqui eu não sei mais ler. Que porra de relógio é esse? Tá, então são 5 horas. Uau, 5 horas e 30 e poucos. 40. É 32 ali, sei lá. Enfim. Ler. Aham. Logic Database. Logic Database é um dos... É um... É um dos esforços, né, deles de digitalizar o workflow, né, e preservar as evidências de uma maneira que vai deixar ele trabalhando mais eficientemente. Uhum. Então, o computador vai continuar a ser o seu item mais valioso para lutar contra o crime. Então é só pesquisar, né? Eles anotam tudo, né? Tipo um datilógrafo, praticamente, né? E tem os termos e tal, né? For a clip for later reference, add to session. Uhum. Então eu posso adicionar tags. Ótimo. Legal. Relógio, posso mover isso aqui. Ótimo, tipo, arrumar do jeito que eu gosto. E o logoff fica aqui. Aqui. Leia. Leia mesmo. Tá, aqui tá o database. Tá cheio. Olha que bonitinho. Barulhinho de clique. Delícia. Tá. Tá sendo gravado meu cursor. Eu acho que é melhor eu deixar ele gravando, tá? Porque isso aqui é uma interface de computador. Então vai ficar estranho se vocês não verem onde eu tô mirando. Ele preencheu um formulário de liberdade de informação pra dar... Ok, tudo para funcionar. Ah, então as fitas eram de 1999, só que daí teve o bug do milênio e deu merda. Entendi. SB. Alguém me ajudou aqui. O que é o DB Checker? Faço ideia. Murder, ok. Assassinato, no caso. Vamos ver. Tem legendas? Tem legendas, né?
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Eu acho que claramente é... Ela acha.
You think it's murder?
Não, vai ser... Opinião. A tag vai ser opinião. Entendeu? Eu vou pesquisar. Opinião. Deve vir o negócio dela. Ótimo, tô fazendo em português, ok? Em todos os milhares de vídeos aqui. Enfim, esses aqui são os que ela não fala nada?
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar.
Pedindo
Sweet
café.
as it is.
Ó, eu já sou doce o suficiente. Ó,
My name is Hannah.
Hannah.
Hannah. It's palindrome.
É palíndromo, realmente, não
You're
vou
used to
negar.
saying backwards as forwards.
É o que significa
It
um
does work in
palíndromo.
America, though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry.
Hahaha.
Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
31 Gladstone Street. Tá. Endereço. Adicionar aqui também que é o endereço dela.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows.
O marido dela que desapareceu, se não me engano, né?
Simon does the more special work.
Emprego,
Making
marido.
windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Os artistas. Tá. Emprego, marido.
A mobile phone? Yeah.
Celular, móvel.
They have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number.
Não lembro o nome do trabalho.
Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
Número.
Simon is 6 foot.
Simon tem 6 pés de altura. É tipo 1,70 e pouco.
He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything
A
wrong
barba
with
dele
ginger hair.
é ruiva. Então, e ele fica ruiva, no caso, se ele não raspar, né? Ele raspa porque não
This
quer.
was taken last year on holiday in Rome.
A foto deles
Best one I have.
na Roma. Na Roma? É, barba, Roma, viagem, felicidade. Se eu pesquisar só felicidade, aparece isso aí? Aparece, ótimo. Deixa eu pesquisar aqui. Vamos pesquisar termos de interesse. Oh, porra. Eles vão na igreja, será? É.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church there. Yeah. And I probably parked. Well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is.
Princess Street.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
Vamos botar aqui. Princess. Trajeto.
No, I was 15. Carl was older.
2 anos de diferença?
17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved.
Será que eu devo tagar por data?
Teenage sex. We did it in a church once.
Eita porra.
So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realize
Eles
who's
terminaram antes
really
de
important to you, you know?
serem casados, não sei se eles são casados.
Family. Okay, you got me. I'll confess. We were there. It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room. Had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
Eu posso usar o termo romantic. Mas primeiro vamos usar o murder. No... Isso aqui foi dia 27/6, 1/7, 3/7, 3/7.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Então, eu acho que é um assassinato.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person. I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Advogado.
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing.
Estão acusando ela, né?
And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Tá, eu esqueci qual era a outra palavra que eu ia usar. Mas aqui ela pedindo pelo advogado. aqui ela dizendo, ela negando. Não. Eu tinha usado o histórico aqui de buscas. Church. Romantic. Like you said, it was very romantic. Inclusive, usar romantic tem mais. Entendi. Mas por que foi a primeira vez que ela falou? Porque o cara que falou, né, no entrevistador, ou a entrevistadora.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead, it doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford. Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing in the bar again and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told them I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
Romantic. Por que em uma conquista escrito romantic? He asked me to kiss him. E se for duas pessoas? Já parou pra pensar? Se for duas pessoas? Seria muito louco, mas acho que... Acho que tá na 30/6. Ah. Ok.
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I
Vou
once
na
asked
casa.
Eleanor how often I should dust and she said,
Eleanor.
people ask, tell them you do it once a week. But every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. You know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes.
Eleanor Doug.
When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage.
A gente pensa na palavra casamento também, né?
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code.
Knock code.
Prisoners of war would use.
Tap code, né? Tô ligado.
Tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
Você vai dizer o que ela falou?
Dad thought we had mice.
Tap. Code. Código. Eleanor. Quem caralhos é Eleanor?
Yeah.
Dia
I've
25.
been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Nada.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in, Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric.
Eric.
Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Tá. Que é anti-glare? Ah, tá, entendi.
Yeah. 1984.
1984?
We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents
Perdeu o bebê. Oh, não.
Summer.
Amigos, né? Doug e Eleanor.
A heat wave.
Ou irmã dela, irmão.
So, when they discovered the bodies, it was just
Pera, quê?
awful. So, it was a hot in the summer.
Ah, tá. A morte dos pais, né?
So, when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat.
Ela matou os pais. Vamos ver.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just... Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Ok. Eleanor. Ela tá falando dos pais, não é? Esse aqui que ela fala dos pais? Esse aqui a gente vai botar verão pais. A gente adiciona isso aqui também. Mas o que que eu boto? Doug. Vamos ver. Já vi, eles moram juntos provavelmente, né? Eles são marido e mulher. Irmãos, sei lá, mas...
Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us, there's always been pressure.
Eric. Tudo novo do Eric. Só posso ver até que tem quantas foram achadas. Deixa eu ver. Yu. 82 só com Yu. Interessante. Ai. Caralho. Vamos ver.
He was wearing a shirt. It's a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric.
Chefe do...
A long grey duffel coat.
Ótimo. Então ele era chefe do... do brother, do Simon. Chefe do Simon, Eric. Posso usar a palavra boss também, né?
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at The Rock. That's our local.
The Rock.
They said they'd seen him on the Friday night.
Boss, The Rock. Okay.
He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either.
Tá. Boss The Rock.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
Tá. Vou anotar aqui. Boss The Rock. Van. Car. Todas as palavras que eu quero pesquisar.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one.
Cartão dele, né?
He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one. Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane. Vou pesquisar Diane primeiro. Pesquisar todos os personagens possíveis. 5 entradas só. Então tem uma que ela tem um violão. Ok, então isso aqui é tudo que tem sobre a Diane.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, it must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Glasgow. Ah, vou anotar Glasgow também. A hora. Posso adicionar mais de 5? Posso. É aleatório, mas enfim. Quero adicionar só.
He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house.
Ela achava que ele tava traindo ele?
His boss
Ela?
and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us
Será?
returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Fennel também. Have you ever eaten fennel? Ótima conquista a se conquistar. Conquista se conquistar. Ótimo.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
É, ok. Tudo isso sobre a Diane. Então vamos com as pesquisas que eu tinha aqui. Boss. Só mais uma. Só 3. Olha só. Só usou 3 vezes a palavra boss.
Okay.
1,5. Porra. 1,5.
I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer.
Tá contando a mesma história de novo,
I
né?
took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to
Pera, essa aqui eu já tinha ido?
I walked
Esse eu
in.
tinha...
Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold.
Ah, tá. Isso aqui ela contando de novo. Que ela não tinha falado que era
I was in
chefe.
the shower, the phone. Then I came out exhausted and I fell asleep. And I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. Parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Ela contou de novo, né? A mesma coisa. Vamos lá. A pedra.
It's the Rockington Arms. The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with. and the barmaid they're having some. A nice couple.
Peter and Susan.
There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
Lugar especial, The Rock, Susan, Peter.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess The Rock. We've spoken to everyone there.
Onde ele poderia ter ido, né? Went, é uma boa palavra.
So many things could have gone wrong.
Ok.
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago.
O encanador.
Simon knew from The Rock.
Os vários termos. Encanador. Agora vamos pesquisar sobre a van. E o Eric deixou sobre cuidado do Simon. Nada. O carro. 12 entradas, ok.
I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
Então ela pegou o carro.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow.
Não sei o que se passa.
So tired.
Né?
Just had to sleep.
Glasgow é Glasgow, português lusitano. É uma cidade escocesa. Olha só. A sonora boa.
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And Is there a bin?
Vai vomitar. Ela vai vomitar.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Vamos ver se eu tenho alguma coisa no nome do Simon que eu não tenha visto ainda.
Yes. There's an
Amstrad.
Uses it very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games. You know, climb the tower, save the princess. That kind of thing. Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Tá, outras palavras que eu tenho pra pesquisar aqui é o watch, que é o relógio, né?
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Falando sobre o casamento, né?
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once and I held Eve's head underwater.
Quem é Eve?
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach and I held her head under and I kept it up. And for a moment, I just wanted to
Que isso?
watch her drown.
Quem é Eve?
But that was it. It was just a moment.
É?
We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
Entendi.
It happened very quickly.
Aliás, espera.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered.
Pesquisar
We'd help
bebê
each
também.
other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it.
Corpo de quem?
The watch. That was my touch.
Ela tá confessando o crime.
Stuck.
Tá confessando o crime. Ela tá confessando o crime aqui. Ok.
Yes. I got to Glasgow. I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
É?
No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving
Ela bateu num táxi.
badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But
A polícia não saberia
I was
isso?
pregnant.
Ela tava grávida aqui.
He made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Aliás, Eve. Quem caralhos é Eve?
Well,
Amiga? Amiga.
I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid.
Amiga de
She was also
infância.
popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes. A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him.
Bob
The taxi
Dylan.
driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
É uma péssima pessoa, hein?
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Pois é, né? Pois é. O que você está fazendo? 3 da tarde falando sobre a... Ela tá usando o tap code. Tap code.
My mother called me Eve.
quê? Como que a mãe dela chamava ela de Eve se Eve era... Será que são duas pessoas? Oh, meu Deus. Tap code, vamos ver o que ela tá... Vamos ver o que ela tá falando em tap code aqui.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
3. Tá. 3, 1, ou seja, L.
About Eve.
3, 1. Calma aí, calma aí. Ah, não, calma aí. Pá, pá, pá. Pá, pá, pá. Pá. Pá, pá, pá. Pá, 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 pá. 4, seja 3, 4, seja L. L, O. Eu não, não difícil contar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ai, para de fazer isso. Nossa, que chata. Calma aí. Tá, vamos lá. Seguinte, aqui é 5. 5, 1. Ok, vai dar love. Papapá. 5, 1. 1. 5 de novo, ou seja, love. Papapá. Papapá. Calma. Love is. Love com Z no final? Love is. Loves. Tinha que. Calma aí, é que eu não. Ok, calma aí. Vamos lá, eu vou traduzir, vamos lá. O tap code, porra. Tap code.
Talking about Eve.
L. O. V. E. Z. Mas não é. Pá. É na quarta camada. Na verdade. Love you. Ela botou love you. Love you.
Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
Love you.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No, it's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. See, they both had a love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain. With a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain.
Uma música sobre o que ela fez?
Watched her as she slowly
É o que ela fez, é o que ela fez. É o que ela fez, é o que ela fez. Com a cabeça da Eve. É o que ela fez com a cabeça da Eve. Ela tinha ciúme da Eve. Claramente. Essa é basicamente a confessão dela.
And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Weird. Weird é uma conquista por causa disso. Weird é uma boa palavra pra pesquisar. Enfim, de volta aqui para a lista. Palavra fennel. Tem essa. Palavra work. 47.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Vamos ver.
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
Wispa. Será que tem Wispa? Bob Dylan. Como é que é o nome da cidade? Portsmouth. Portsmouth. Só essa também? Tudo. Wrong. Tem que botar went também, na verdade, né? Antes.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change. Time to
Glazier
myself,
é um vidraceiro, um comerciante de vidro.
full of hope.
Vidro para refletir o relacionamento deles. Ou aquele filme horrível. Vidro.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Simon's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body. I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
Então, ela tá contando de quando ela achou o corpo. Dia 27/6. Então eles estavam tentando... Ok, então isso aqui é... Tem umas partes antes e umas partes depois dela achar o corpo, né? Dia 18. Dia 25. Ok. Interessante. Beanbag é saco de lixo. Interessante. Ela tá dizendo... Ela confessou que ela plantou, né? Ela fez a confissão dela. O encanador. Então... Briga. Ellen.
She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes heaven. He likes blondes.
É mesmo? É mesmo?
He's married couple stuff. A stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to. No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Yeah.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about
8 o'clock.
Yes. I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had,
Dollhouse.
still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
Okay. Então vamos ver o que mais temos aqui. Vamos pesquisar o nome dessa Ellen. Será? Loira. Ela fala muito sobre loiras, hein? Eita! Ela tá suspeitando que estivessem traindo. Hairs. Entendi.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Cat flap. Porra, é cat flap.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally.
Cat flap é uma passagem, uma portinha de gato. Sabe aquelas portinhas que botam na porta pra gato? Então.
No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but then you could maybe...
Tá dizendo que alguém podia ter entrado pelo cat flap.
We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden.
Domino. Mas não era deles. Era dos pais, né?
And we could send him to each other. Mum found some of the notes once.
É da família.
She thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
Isso. Ok. Amstrad. Games.
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. they were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games. And
Ela tem duas personalidades. Ela tem duas personalidades. Eve é uma outra personalidade dela. Não é isso? Não é isso? Deve ser isso, não é?
she didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games.
Duas
And that he
personalidades.
was our imaginary friend.
É.
Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
É isso, não é? Praticamente isso. Underwear, vamos ver se tem alguma coisa sobre o episódio do Underwear. Sisters.
When she went home, Sam had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Sim. Tava dentro dela, né?
She knew that instant.
É.
The look on his face.
Ele não queria mais nada com ela, né? É isso. Que é isso? O que refletiu o meu rosto? O meu rosto não, mas o rosto de qualquer pessoa que seja.
I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
De novo, calma aí.
She sent him out the house.
Ah, mas como assim?
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
É uma outra personalidade, não é? Algo assim? Não sei exatamente qual é o nome pra dar para isso, né? Mas é isso, não é? Suponho realmente que seja isso. É isso. Que... não sei se é bom pro mistério isso. Não sei, honestamente. Fight. Vamos ver. Drawn. Dedos. Each. Baby.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
A posição da mão dela, será? Será que a posição da mão dela reflete...
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until... well, it was only a few months after. Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he... I mean, I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it.
A palavra sangue. Tudo com sangue. Vamos ver.
Okay. given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Doou sangue.
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood.
Será que o anel?
That's ever happened to me. Well, fine.
Ah tá, ela tá com o anel.
I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So...
Entendi. Presta atenção na mão dela.
It was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut. There was a lot of blood. Yeah, he was dead.
Tá refletindo meu rosto, né?
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Choque. Vamos ver outras palavras que temos aqui. Mirror.
It wasn't the present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me.
Entendi. A polícia tá passando aqui em volta.
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe.
Por que ela fica mexendo no anel, mano?
Upstairs, I think.
Ela fica mexendo no anel porque ela tá lutando contra a personalidade dela que não é casada com ele? Basicamente, não é isso?
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Cellar. Vamos lá.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you could probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there.
Mushroom.
The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Vou anotar aqui tape. Ok. Mais o que aqui? Vamos ver o que tem na minha lista. Alibi. É uma das primeiras palavras que eu ia testar. Mas é o que ela fala aqui?
It happened very quickly.
Tá sem o anel, ó. Tá sem o anel. Tá sem o anel.
It happened very quickly.
Não tá sem o
We
anel?
hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost. We, rather than have it linger,
Sem o anel.
to make sure the alibi.
Ring.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Por isso que ela matou? Porque ele não tava com o anel de casamento dela. Assumiu, tá me traindo mesmo?
We were 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them.
Casamento?
It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The train wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Entendi.
No.
O anel.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
Eita!
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that, but neither of us wanted this as soon as possible, and then I could move in.
Aham.
And that was the plan.
Por isso que ela falou que ela queria, né? Ela... Por isso que ela falou pro Simon. É isso. Esse é o plot twist do jogo. Não é isso? Oxus. Tô ouvindo da minha lista aqui.
That should eliminate me as a suspect.
Talvez ela tenha tirado o anel porque ele morreu, né? Ele teve o funeral.
Yes, yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. Fingerprints in all those places.
Sheets e fingerprints.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something, that's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Aí. Ela tá sendo reprimida, porque quem tá aqui
Well,
tá com o anel. Não mostrou o dedo, né, otária? É, tá com o anel, sim. Merda.
fine. I've never had my fingerprints taken before.
É outra personalidade dela. Aí, ó, ela não tá com a mão. Ela não tá mostrando a mão aqui, ó. Ou eu tô viajando, será?
Fingerprints.
Isso aqui é depois, ou seja, ela trocou, né? Claramente. Ela não lembrava.
Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible? Really?
Papando de
Go
novo
on
aqui.
then. Take the
Olha
cup.
isso.
Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking idiot.
Porte. Tá. Back.
He has a wallet, a huge silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bag back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
Ok.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born.
Tá com
And my
anão.
mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Trabalhinho dela, né?
Care of paperwork, filing.
Uhum. Tá, o que mais temos aqui? Ellen, eu já pesquisei. Dollhouse.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon.
É, os pais morreram, né? Daí eles se mudaram.
Before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl. A dollhouse in the attic. Old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. It was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
Uhum.
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there with
Uma
light
mariposa.
on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Ela? Ela.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Ok. O sótão. Nada. Os cabelos, né? Encontrados.
It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born.
E ela tava usando essa peruca. Eita, tá um final feliz, enfim. Ela tá usando essa peruca quando ela tava com essa outra personalidade, né? E daí, por causa dos cabelos que ela encontrou, que a Hannah encontrou, ela achou que fosse uma outra mulher na vida do Simon.
Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. But she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Sim, ela explica o caso assim, sim.
What kind of hairs?
Que tipos de cabelo? Ok. Uma peruca. Vamos ver a peruca. Eita. Vamos pesquisar fairy. Fairy. Vamos por palavras aleatórias.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. How many of these in colour?
Ok.
And the glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books. And the glazier.
Isso que ela falando ela dando cheese no entrevistador por causa da história da Rapunzel que ela tinha falado antes.
And I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale. Florence raised me in her home.
Florence.
Never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
Tá. Florence. E já é o capeta falando.
When my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help.
Parteira, né?
I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead.
Então ela é tipo uma irmã que morreu, que possuiu a mulher. É isso?
Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
É isso, né? Como se fosse gêmeas siamesas, só que mentalmente. Porra, Enfim.
Florence took me home with her. mother, hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Mas esses reflexos da minha cara me dão muito medo, credo.
Kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there.
First
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again.
Oh, huh.
I don't really know.
Huh. Yeah.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and I'm going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
E por que será? E aí? Ele já me deu. Ah, tá.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
Blitz. As mentiras.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test.
O teste de detector de mentira. Eita porra!
I've taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work?
Oh meu Deus!
My name. That was the only question I failed.
Eita.
Your lie detector works.
Esse aqui é o mais enigmático até agora, credo. Ok. Esse aqui a gente não sabe o que ela falou, né?
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream. Yes, my name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Talvez seja isso, talvez ela esteja mentindo. Mas ali mostra que... Eu não sei, hein. Eu não sei. Porra, esse shit chato. Eu não tô com nem metade dos arquivos escaneados ainda. Enfim, vamos pesquisar Grave. Nada. I killed him.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Affair.
An affair?
É.
Simon wasn't having an affair.
Será? Será?
You're reaching here. And I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for.
Você está mentindo pra poder ter o bebê, né?
Sex and affairs.
Nem precisa de sexo. Querendo ou não, tem... Nossa.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private? Are you married? How is your sex life? So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Será? Não sei, hein? Cheat.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. Got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
Já precisei baby? Precisei baby. Pesquisar nomes aleatórios. Joel. Amanda. Barack. Obama. Politics. Vamos ver. Com certeza tem. Não tem. Fireman. Fireman. Não, tem então. Funeral.
Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the
Claro,
funeral,
né? Eles eram a
I
mesma
came back
pessoa.
to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches. I stayed out of sight.
Sandwiches. Sandwiches. Pale. Black.
Oh, tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm
O
good.
café, né?
Black, no sugar.
Eita.
If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull out Hannah's to match.
Ah, tá.
Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face, gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snuck frozen peas up for me from the kitchen. Synchronized anyway. Diseases, stomach bugs, nits.
Nets? Que porra é Nets? Sync. Cremation. Cremação. Vai virar um creme. Ring. Só tem uma, o que é surpreendente. Tape. Tap. Mushroom.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms.
Matou eles?
It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, I mean, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Será? Será que foi ela? Eita, peraí. Ela sorriu no final. Ninguém tinha por que machucar eles. Não, ela não sorriu, não. Ela só fez cara... será? Não sei, hein?
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed. I was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it.
Será?
The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. I mean, he used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. There's no way you would have picked that cat. The police believe that.
Ó, alleyways, STD. Ó, foi mencionado 2 vezes. Couro. Bolso. Carteira.
I sleep from the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Ok.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place. And underneath we used to put all our special things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Entendi. Mariposa. Barulho. Rapunzel.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again? We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty, pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flick between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The princess pricks her finger.
Deixa eu só fazer um negócio aqui. Legal, eu já vi os com nada, né? Tem 271 coisas. Eu já vi quantas? Porque, porra! Coisa pra cacete, mano. Eu preciso ver 136. Tecnicamente. Nossa. Ah. Entendi. E é o histórico, ok. O que é isso aqui? Como assim? Tá ali. E agora? Ué,
No, he doesn't have any tattoos.
tá tatuagem também.
He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off with the camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know. He has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
TV, ele gosta de TV. Corpo.
His body did not real. And his throat.
Planta também. Em que ano tá?
Looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear. Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but TV wasn't, so I spent a lot of time.
Detective Sergeant. Finalmente vi metade das coisas. Ok.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the glaziers.
Treze e 38, 13 e 36. Entendi.
No. Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier who doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Tá. Color. Ou color. Não. Brain. Damage. Crazy. Okay.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him? Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier. That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off. The mirror.
Outro espelho. Pensei em um plano muito maquiavélico agora. Na real, ok. Endereço. Emprego, marido. Número celular. Na verdade, blank. Não é isso? Daí fica assim. É trapacear? Não é trapacear.
A long time. We got married when I was 17.
Eu tinha que ter precisado 17, né? Número amaldiçoado.
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that.
Dá pra ver na ordem, né? Isso é legal. Isso é bem legal.
When you married detective.
Oh. Daqui. Detective.
No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
Legal, então agora eu tenho acesso a tudo do jogo. Eu quebrei o jogo.
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Ah, eu tava vendo as fotos dos filhos, né? Alguma coisa assim. Vamos ver. 17. Ok, então vamos lá. Blank de novo. Enfim.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the
Pensar
kind
sobre
of person to
suicídio.
do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself, no. No, not drugs.
Eu tenho que pensar drugs, suicide. Bebe,
Pub and has one or two.
pub.
Sometimes we go
Pub,
together.
bebe,
He
drugs,
drinks wine with food.
suicide,
But
wine.
doesn't have any kind of drinking.
Tirar as tags aqui. Wine. Vamos ver wine. Drugs. Vamos ver suicide. Vamos ver blank.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Ok.
Sure, I think.
A forma sure,
I do all the
né?
bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
O que ela queria?
Yes.
Não sabemos.
No, he doesn't keep a diary.
Eu ia precisar de diário depois.
I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. It helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective.
Sim, deixa eu terminar a minha lista aqui.
Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much.
E ela saiu. É o último do dia.
No. Could I have a cup of tea? I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband.
Vamos.
Bruce. Oh,
Bruce.
yeah, no, it's nothing.
É.
I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, hurt like hell.
Isso aqui são as páginas? São as páginas, provavelmente, né? É que eu já... Ó, tá bastante aqui. Enfim. Bruce. Vamos.
The bruise.
É?
I have a
Ela
really
tá se
fast
machucando.
metabolism, so
Não, é
stuff like
mentira.
that just comes and goes.
Mentira.
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
Aí.
Differences? She's a better
Diferença.
driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you.
Precisei car e não apareceu essa? Que bizarro.
She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. It's not that virginity. It's not that different.
Como assim?
The bruise. We used a hairbrush. The one who seduced the boys.
Entendi.
This was 9 about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other.
Towards yourself,
argued,
porque, né, a gente
cried,
era a mesma pessoa.
fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting. I left.
Ah, tá. Calma. Temos mais coisas aqui. Enfim, enquanto isso, vamos tirando assim.
Okay, I'll try my best to remember. Yes, that's my birthday.
A gente tem que precisar aniversário.
Ones, but I guess you can see that.
Uhum. E precisar o birthday. Da próxima coisa.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into
Essa é a Hannah, porque ela é
detail of the argument.
toda timidazinha.
It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
Tem coisa aqui, mas enquanto isso... Aniversário, vamos lá.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant.
Uhum. Ótimo.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict.
Do negócio do aniversário dela, né? Como ela acordou no aniversário, ok.
I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday, then I came home. The birthday meal was a
Ela trabalhava
takeaway,
com crianças?
and Simon gave me his present,
Assim.
which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could.
Pra Glasgow. Fundo o negócio aí. Entendi. Mas o que? War. War. Terminar isso aqui. Biscuit. Throttled. Diary.
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident.
Será?
I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across. It just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations. We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
Vamos ver. Oh, yes.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Ten years já. Vocês já estão com. Ela tem 27, então.
What about us? I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We went together in the room and they decided we should get married.
Abortion. Será que tem alguma coisa com abortion?
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life.
Miscarriage.
At the time they said it was poison. Food poisoning.
Mas ela tava, né? A outra personalidade e tal, mas tava. Miscarriage é um aborto espontâneo, né? Aborto natural.
Thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me. I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck. Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Olha meu rosto. Oh meu Deus, sou muito feio.
Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
Mas ela tá tentando engravidar, né?
Corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position.
Uhum. Tá, o que pensar? Infértil.
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Sinto que deve ter algum grande segredo que eu esteja perdendo. Tem. Fazer o que, né? Uma boa trilha sonora, né? Realmente muito boa. Fazendo isso aqui porque a maioria das minhas palavras já acabou e eu Gosto de ver os vídeos em sequência.
I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know. No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me.
Oh, meu Deus.
I wasn't in the house.
É mesmo? Certeza?
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Porra, essa? Que é isso? Ah! Porra, de jogo é esse? Tá bom. Que mais falta aqui? Eu completei tudo daqui. Falta bastante coisa ainda.
It was late. Early Saturday.
Vamos pesquisar todos os dias da semana?
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the...
Uhum.
I think when I drove back it was about 8 or something. And I got back to the house about 3. When you suspect someone of murdering their husband. Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect?
Tá, seguinte, vou fazer um negócio aqui. 1 2 3
I think so. I mean, to get into our garden, we'd have to climb through other gardens. All the gardens back onto each other, so you'd have to climb over 1, 2, 3 gardens to get to ours. I mean, did anyone see anything? Did anyone
É witness, né? Eu preciso pesquisar o termo witness. Aquele jogo. E o criador é otário. Porra, é sério? 4 5
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back.
Era um espelho?
I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and...
Six. Na real, eu devia ter arquivado esse do 5. Você fica aqui comigo e você... Ah, enfim, foda-se. 6.
You must must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Speeding tickets. É bagulho, multa por dirigir rápido. Dirigir alto. É ticket e multa, basicamente, né?
Everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. We didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird, in a way it hadn't been before.
Seven, 8.
About 8 years back, it was a present to myself.
A tatuagem, né?
I shouldn't
Precisar da
even be
tatuagem.
drinking coffee with the baby. It's been
Tá, vamos lá.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
A individualidade, né?
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was
Saiu da casa dos pais, né?
evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Mais alguma coisa aqui? Tá. Aine.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
Aí. Negócio aqui.
Bruce. Oh,
Tá aqui.
yeah, no, it's nothing. If one of us got hurt.
Onde que ela tá? Assim.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
O quê? O quê? Quem que tá grávida? Calma aí.
Yes, I'm fine. Yes.
Essa aqui é a verdade.
Bruce. Oh, yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going
2506. Essa aqui.
the bruise. Stuff like that. If one of us got hurt.
What the fuck? Enfim, Eu posso ficar fazendo o bagulho do blank quanto tempo eu quiser, né? Mas eu acho que eu vou terminar o jogo. O que eu acho que aconteceu foi que... Eu sei que tem agora, tipo, tem um negócio que elas são duas pessoas diferentes, tem um negócio que elas são duas personalidades e tal. Eu acho que eu tenho uma teoria que seria muito melhor, na minha opinião, que é que... A Hannah, né, como demonstrado quando ela fala da Eve, ela já tentou matar a Eve, né? Quando elas estavam na praia e tal, ela já tentou matar a Eve. Então a Hannah, ela também tinha um impulso violento, querendo ou não. E a Eve era muito mais popular que ela, querendo... Assim, eu acho que... Enfim, ela tinha um impulso violento. Então, o que eu acho que seja possível é que a Hannah matou os próprios pais pra ficar... A Hannah... assim, pra falar a verdade, eu não sei por que eu não tenho uma explicação do porquê que o detector de mentira não pegaria aqui. Aliás, por que o detector de mentira deu fail quando ela disse que o nome dela era Hannah. Realmente não sei. Não tem uma explicação pra isso, não vou negar. Porém, eu acho que faria muito mais sentido que ela tava tentando ficar grávida e tal. E que ela achou que ela era infértil e tal. Aí daí... o negócio da peruca... Eu não sei exatamente como encaixar tudo. Tem a teoria de que elas são duas pessoas diferentes, que elas são duas personalidades e tal. Só que eu acho que faz bastante sentido se... Ela tá tentando ficar grávida e daí ela teve essa filha. E... esse filho? Não sei. E... ela tava inventando toda essa história e tal. Porque ela se confunde toda e tal, né? Ela tava... Acho que talvez ela... Acho que ela se treina pra... Existem pessoas que conseguem se treinar... Desculpa, eu não tô fazendo uma frase. Existem pessoas que se treinam pra poder mentir no teste de detector de mentira. Ele não é 100%, né? Então, eu acho que faria bastante sentido ela ter treinado pra mentir no teste do polígrafo só pra poder ser julgada insana, pra poder ser julgada como uma pessoa que receberia tratamento psiquiátrico e tal, não como uma criminosa em si. Porém, eu acho que também faz bastante sentido as teorias e tal, mas eu prefiro acreditar nessa de que ela não é inocente. Obviamente ela matou o marido, talvez tenha matado os pais. E ela inventou isso aí pra que a criança tenha uma condição de vida melhor, talvez? Talvez, não tenho certeza na verdade. Bem, acho que é uma boa teoria. Óbvio que eu ainda tenho muito mais a entender, eu não vou parar de jogar o jogo, só que... Enfim, a gravação vai acabar por aqui. Agora que eu vou falar que já deu. Eu sou filho dela, eu já... Filha, né? Filho, sei lá. Já suspeitava que era isso. Sarah. Ok? Então, a filha dela treinou pra ser uma policial ou alguma coisa pra... Enfim, ela treinou pra ter acesso, né, basicamente. Ela treinou para ter acesso a isso aqui. Ok. E acabou. É um jogo muito diferente, né? Não sei nem se pode ser chamado de um jogo, é mais como se fosse uma história interativa. Talvez é mais jogo porque você tem que anotar bastante coisa e tal. Jogo de puzzle, né? Os efeitos sonoros que ele pegou de vários lugares e tal. E eu acho que os outros finais... acho que o final é bem na sua cabeça, né? De qualquer forma. Eu posso continuar jogando pra tentar entender essa história. Muito interessante, muito interessante. É um jogo completamente único. E eu tô muito ansioso pra jogar o Telling Lies também. É muito bom. Sem dúvidas, muito bom. E... muito confuso. Eu acho que tem algumas coisas que eu mudaria, tem algumas coisas... Esse negócio de só ter 5 coisas é meio esquisito, honestamente. Não sei se ajuda muito. E você deveria ter mais liberdade pra falar a completa verdade. Mas tudo bem. Ok.